Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. I absolutely cannot stand people who forcefully grab me and think it's justified. Kudos to you for keeping calm. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like if you enjoy the content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a juicy story. Welcome to my store, Enraged Grumpy Old Man. But first, some quick background and setting the scene. I used to work a commission sales job selling mostly cell phones and cell phone accessories. We also sold radios in our shack. I started out as a part-time sales associate right out of college, and after a chunk of time, I'd worked my way up to store manager. My store was a quiet little place, always last in sales in our region, but I had a great team and we all did our jobs well. I was very attached to my store, seeing as how I had started so low and made it mine through the years. Important to note, we were right next to a giant grocery store and a Chipotle. Oh, how I missed that. Being right next to a grocery store, I was there shopping often. I knew most of the staff, and they often stopped in my store to chat or browse. Now, the uniform I had to wear was basic. Black dress pants, a red company-branded polo, and dress shoes. The grocery store? Nothing like that at all. We were still often confused for employees there, which at first was terrible, but it became so common we just dealt with it. I knew where things were, so I would help if I could, and most people were okay with admitting their mistake and moving on. But not everyone. Anyway, on to the story. I was freshly made the manager of the store and decided to show some appreciation to my employees and schedule myself for all of Sunday with minimal help. A thanks for being an awesome team and getting me here, so take the day off type deal. Holy hell, Sunday was so slow, I decided to wander to the store on my lunch and grab some food. Sunday may be slow in my shack, but not here at the grocery store. I half pause and almost head back as I had food with me that I just didn't want to eat. Instead, I brave on. I'm standing in the drink aisle, debating between a soda or lemonade when I notice to my left is a small, already grouchy-looking old man. I think he wants in next to me, so I ignore him and slide over. I shall be me, he shall be OM. OM, help me. You need to help me now. Me, what? Excuse me? OM, you need to help me. At this point, I think he either needs help with a heavy case or he thinks I work here. I attempt the former. Me, sorry, sir, did you need me to grab something off the shelf? OM, no, I need you to stop ignoring me and do your damn job, kid. Me, sir, I don't work here. OM, well, yes you do, so get in the back and grab me more soda. I have a picnic to get to. Me, great, enjoy it. I still don't work here. OM, stop lying, kid. Side note, I hate when people call me kid or any variation. He kept using it, so I decided I wasn't going to help this man as I usually would. Me, let me explain this to you clearly enough for you to understand. I do not work here. Read my shirt. OM, well, no, I don't care where you work. You're helping me and I need to get going. So deal with it and grab me my stuff. Me, all right, sir, you need to stop. Best of luck with your stuff. OM, what did you say to me, boy? Here's where this grumpy old dude grabbed my arm to spin me around as I walked away. No, thank you. I smacked his hand off my arm and continued to walk away. OM, don't you dare walk away, kid. Me, F off. This enraged the man. He went from grumpy old man to enraged grumpy old man after a headshot. OM, you work at the shack? I'll F right off to your manager if you don't work here. Me, great. He abandons his cart at this point and follows me through the self-checkout as I paid. Tiny, enraged old people be damned, I'm buying my food. So we wander on down to the plaza and into my shack. He keeps telling me how I'm going to get fired and he can't wait to watch it. I'm calm as a cucumber because I knew what was ahead for this tiny man's poor, screaming soul. We enter the store and thankfully it's empty. Just my one employee chilling near the TV display. OM, now go get me the manager. I'm late as it is. Me, happy to. Let me clock in. I may as well be getting paid to get fired, you know. OM, now. My employee has taken notice. He is baffled. I'm normally a calm person and handle angry customers well. He's got no idea why this is all happening, but he's got the sense to just hang out. I clock in. Me. All right, what did you need again? OM. The manager. I grin. OM. You think this is a joke? You're going to learn some respect today. Me. Sir? I am the manager. So my hard work finally paid off. This enraged grumpy old man was a gift from whatever cosmic force was watching over me that day. He continued to yell and scream. He asked for the district manager's number. He asked for another store manager's number. He even asked my employee to come fire me. He was fine until he knocked over a register display and threatened to destroy more in the store. So I got to kick him out. The rest of the day was pretty smooth. No idea how his picnic went, but they probably didn't have anything to drink. You did great. And congrats on moving up in the business. That takes patience, great work, and tenacity. And our second story. Call again later? Okay. This happened in the Netherlands, and here's some relevant info. In our country, citizens who earn less than a certain amount of money and rent a cheap place have a right to housing benefits. This is to ensure that young people are able to move out and get their own place. These housing benefits are calculated and paid by the tax authorities, and their call center has a reputation for not being that helpful. Me and my boyfriend moved into a cheap, crappy place, and we soon started getting mail for the previous tenant from several collection agencies. We sent them all back with "no longer lives here" written on them, and after a year, most of the mail stopped. We kept getting mail addressed to him from the tax authorities, but thought nothing of it. After all, how can this guy's debts affect us, right? Well, the story. One day we received a letter from the tax authorities addressed to my boyfriend. It says that since a resident on our address earned 34,000 euros, well above the max for housing benefits, that my boyfriend would no longer receive housing benefits and I had to pay it all back. The letter also asked us to pay the debt of about 2,000 euros in name of the previous resident. My boyfriend earned about 16,000 euros and I was a poor student, so this was quite a lot of money, obviously. I called the tax authorities, shortened to TA from now, to get this resolved, and I was sure that whoever I spoke to would realize there had been some kind of mistake here. First call center employees will all be named CE, previous tenant will be RG for random guy. CE, hello, how may I help you? Me, hi, I received a letter this morning, but it seems there's been a mistake. RG doesn't live with us. CE, okay, let's see. No, he really does live with you. I have proof of his residency. Me, I think I would know if for the past 2 years I shared a bed with a random guy. CE. Oh, maybe there's been a mistake. You need to mail us proof that nobody else lives at your residence. So I set about getting that piece of paper from City Hall. After a few days, I got it and sent it to TA. A week later, I received a reminder letter to pay the money owed. I called the call center again. Me. I mailed you proof that RG doesn't live with us, but I just received a reminder to pay. CE. Yes, I see a note on your account says that RG has moved out, so you'll need to pay for the amount you received while he lived with you, and you will receive your housing benefits again starting next month. Me. What? I never lived together with RG. He got kicked out 2 years ago, and then we moved in. CE. Oh, then you need a different form from City Hall to prove he moved out at that date. So I went and got that different form. Again, took a few days, calling the call center. Me. I sent you this new form. Is the issue now resolved? Has RG finally been removed from my residence in your administration? CE. Yes, we removed BF as per your request. Me. You removed BF? CE. Yes. Me. That's my boyfriend. You were supposed to remove RG, the guy that lived here before we did. CE. CE. Please hold, ma'am. I have to ask my coworker about this. Other CE after a few minutes. Hi, I hear that the wrong person got removed from your residence. Am I correct in assuming my name and BF live there and RG does not? Me, super happy to finally be understood. Yes, that's right. CE, all right, I have now removed RG and added BF. You should be able to see this change in your account within 5 business days. The change did not show up in my account, so of course I called again. Me, hi, I called last week and an employee said she made some changes to my account, but I still don't see them. CE, oh, that takes up to 2 weeks. She misinformed you. Sorry. After another week, no changes. Another call. Me. I was told my issue should have been resolved by now, but nothing has changed. Can you please check if the person I spoke with earlier forgot something? CE. Ah, yes. She never made any changes. Why didn't you call a week ago? Didn't you notice that nothing changed? Anyway, I'll fix it now. Me. I did notice it. That's why I called last week. But that employee said that it takes 2 weeks to see the changes. CE. Next time, just keep calling till you get an employee willing to help you, okay? I waited yet another week, still nothing. I was now 1 week away from my case being sent to a collection agency for refusing payment. This time I called and kept calling and calling and calling and calling. I called every hour on the dot to ask if they fixed my issue yet. I kept this up for 3 days until I finally got an employee who fixed it. The kicker? While he was on the phone with me, I could see changes being made to my account on the computer. It didn't even take 5 business days at all. This experience made me realize that being annoying can sometimes really help to speed things along, though I still prefer being nice to CEs, and that TA were really as dumb and unhelpful as everybody said. It also taught me to document everything and write down the name of the person you're calling with so you can file a complaint of request to talk to that person again later. And our last story. You want money? Go to jail. Somewhat like an HOA is a co-op. Think HOA for people who rent. Everybody has to take a turn volunteering for certain duties around the property. In turn, you get cheaper rent for doing so. Anyhow, my old neighbor, this was in Ontario, Canada, by the way, found in some documents, lease agreement I believe it was, from the co-op, that our rent was also supposed to pay for our heat and gas. We all got monthly bills that actually came from the utility company for natural gas and had to pay for these bills out of our own pocket. This sleuth of a neighbor got in touch with someone at the utility company who confirmed that all of gas usage from all of our units were billed directly to the co-op, and found it odd that there was a second bill for all of the addresses that made up this co-op. The neighbor got the rep from the utility company to sign an affidavit confirming these findings. From what else the neighbor found, they let me know that the board members of the co-op were pocketing the money that was supposed to be allocated to our gas bills. They were paying off someone at the utility company to generate the bills and had them linked in their system somehow so that the bills going to the individual renters would be applied against the total bill given to the co-op, leaving the board members to do with the gas portion of our rents as they saw fit. The neighbor called a co-op meeting to address this, brought in a witness from the utility company, all the documents proving her findings. At the very opening of the meeting, some self-righteous jerk stands up and says, "I wish to propose a vote to not have the witness speak at the meeting." There was a quick vote, which went in their favor due to low turnout at the meeting. Everyone who was taking a cut from this money pulled all kinds of dirty tricks to shut my neighbor up and essentially wasted all of our time being there. Last I heard, she went to the police with her findings. This triggered a serious investigation, and the board members ended up in jail. I don't know anything else since I moved out. Well done. Persistence led this lady to a great result. Too bad the OP moved out, and we won't get all the details. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.